G'day, Simon here. Just a really quick one. I am currently about to get on a train down to the Gold Coast, where my primary mission today is to dip my feet in the ocean. Well, actually, I've got all these posters. Captain Australia's Big Walk, and it's me carrying a pack, and it explains what's going on. The idea is I get them in shop windows and whatnot, and people see and learn, and they support the very important charity. So it's all for the Kids Cancer Project. Sorry, let me take this bloody thing off. That's a bit better. So it's all for the Kids Cancer Project, raising funds to resolve paediatric cancer in our lifetime. 950 Aussie children affected every year, every single year. 20% of them will not survive treatment, and the rest suffer lifelong chronic health problems, the same sort of stuff that I've had to face. And for me, as an adult, it was an ordeal. Cancer is not fun. It tries to kill you, and when it fails, it tries to kill your spirit, suck the joy and the good things out of your life, and leave you broken with nothing, no hope. That's what cancer tries to do. So children shouldn't have to go through that. It's just not on. So Kids Cancer Project, incredibly worthy cause, and if you want to check it out, there'll be a sticky post up the top with links. The link will take you to a Raisley page, it's called, and that's handled by the Kids Cancer Project, and that's where and how you can donate if you want to. But yeah, I'm going down to the Gold Coast, dip my feet in the ocean, and I've got all these posters that I'm supposed to wander around and talk to shopkeepers, and would you mind if I put this poster up in your window? But I'm finding, and this is absurd, and I get it that this is absurd, it's crazy. So I walk around dressed up like a superhero, no worries. I'll engage people at a personal level when they want to talk to me, no worries. But going up to somebody, getting in their space, getting in their face, and asking them to help, look, can I put this poster up in your window? Even though so far people have been lovely. It's not in my nature, it's not my way, I'm shy to do it. But anyway, it's for the Kids Cancer Project, so I guess I just have to push through that, and as they say, take a tablespoon of concrete, heart Captain Australia, and harden the F up, mate. So yeah, down to the Gold Coast. Mission number 1, feet in the ocean. Mission number 2, see if I can get some shops to put up these Big Walk posters. If you own a shop and you would like to put up a Big Walk poster, hit me up in Messenger. I will come and visit you, deliver posters and put them up in your shop window. With that sort of permission, I'll give you a hug even. I'm absolutely happy. But getting in people's face, it's just, I get it that it's bizarre and absurd, but it feels so hard. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I will do a stream later. I'll try one of these over-the-shoulder camera things as I go to the ocean and see if I've gotten any better with it. So that's all in practice for the Big Walk. What is the Big Walk, you ask? 26 December 2021. I will walk unassisted by myself, no help, sleeping rough from Brisbane to Melbourne. Total route down the east coast, so it's not as the crow flies, it's down along the beach and down the garden path, so it's going to be 2,400 kilometres roughly the route, and it's going to take me somewhere between 8 to 10 weeks depending on how hardcore I go with the walking. And it's about an adventure, it's about healing, so it's really, you know, no great rush, but I plan to put in at least 30 or 40k a day, and as many as 60 maybe. So we'll see how we go. It's all about hope, healing, and it's about sharing that with other people. So cancer broke me, wrecked me. December, I was falling to pieces, and I've managed to lift myself up out of that and find hope. And the message in that is, if you or somebody that you know suffers, there is hope of healing. Doesn't matter how black things are, how dark, how messed up, you can have hope. You can come alive again, you can come back from wherever you're at. So that's what it's all about, and it's all in service of the Kids Cancer Project. So check them out if you get a moment. All the best. Next time I'll check in from the coast and I'll show you the lovely ocean. See you later. G'day, Captain Australia here. I've just got you set up for an over-the-shoulder walk down to the beach. So we're here at the Gold Coast, just witnessed an assault actually here at Southport. Been catching up with an old mate of mine, and we come out and there's this young kid getting beaten up by 3 scumbags, bullies, punching him when he's on the ground. So the police are here looking into it, although the guy who got attacked doesn't want to press charges, he just wanted to fade away. Which, mate, when you're attacked, if you want to prevent it from happening again, press charges, you fool. It's not just you, it's about the next person that they beat up as well. So they punched him when he was laying on the ground, which is just gutless. Pathetic, gutless. Anyway, Kids Cancer Project, Captain's Day's Big Walk, 26th December night. I almost told you my date of birth, 2021. So it's my birthday when I walk from Brisbane, Melbourne to the Kids Cancer Project. And let's go see the ocean. So, this is another one of these test streams. So it was right here. This young dude got attacked by 3 or 4 thugs. Punched him. Laying down on the ground, they punched him. Why did they do it? Because he's weaker than they are. I'm a bit beyond that sort of stuff now, just like but it's wrong. It's cowardly and it's pathetic and it's wrong. I'm not about any of that. But it still disgusts me. My goal is just to help the Kids Cancer Project raise money, resolve pediatric cancer in our lifetimes. As a cancer survivor myself, I can tell you firsthand just how awful it is, how horrible and grueling the side effects are. And the simple thing, by extension, is that no child would have to deal with that. And I've met the families who are affected by this. I've had the privilege, the honour of meeting some of these families dealing with this horrible crisis. And it's just, it doesn't compute. There's no scenario where pediatric cancer isn't an urgent priority for us to solve as a species, as a team, you know? Now let me just check. There we are in the reflection there. Seems to me that you may have a good view. No one gets away with it. I had a couple of beers with my friend. That's Graham, lovely bloke. I haven't seen him in years. Had a great catch up. The beautiful thing about cancer is it's much cheaper to get drunk. A couple of beers and I'm quite happy. So, let's put the trauma out. But those cowards, they just ran away. Punched the guy on the ground and ran away. Cowards, pathetic. Anyway, so I have to mindfully put that to one side. So yeah, I witnessed the crime, I witnessed the assault. Terrible young fella. If he was 18, I would be surprised. So he's not even, he's a kid. Might be 18, might be 19, I don't want to insult him, but a young person, and he got attacked just by 3, might have been 4 bullies. Just these wild kids. Like living on the street, they've got families of their own. Hey, if you ever see this, come back, man. We need some decency and hope as a human being, because what you are now, you are cancer. You are this horrible disease. You're sucking hope away from people's lives. Because it's not just the boy you hurt. It's me. I'm contaminated by what you did. I'm angry and having to process it. Okay? So everybody who saw it is affected by it. There's this old man who kept saying, I'm just an old man, I couldn't do anything. And the funny thing is, I don't know, but he looked younger than me. But, so, you know, there's a wake-up call for you. But yeah, this old man, he was like lamenting. He clearly was conflicted and felt guilt because he didn't do anything. He couldn't do anything. And if he tried, these scumbags would have beaten him up. I didn't think twice. I strode right towards him, screaming. Like, I yelled full force. It was samurai level yell, mate. But stop! You don't hit someone when we're on the fucking ground! And they scattered, they ran. And I think they just heard it, they knew what it was. Because I'm a wee cold fool, but I think that's called moral authority. That's like the voice of your father. You know? It's telling you, it's wrong, stop. It won't always work, but when it does, it means that those kids, maybe they can be redeemed. They can come back.
Sorry, it was really just horrible what they were doing. Like, he was on the ground, cowering, and they punched him again and again. It's terrible. And then they just ran for it. And the police came along, but unfortunately there's nothing the police can really do, because the young dude said, I don't want to press charges, I don't want to know about it, I just want to get out of here, go home and curl up and cry maybe. And I understand that. Anyway, who am I? My name is Simon. Who else am I? The buffhead superhero, Captain Australia. Why am I that? Oh, stop asking difficult questions, please. I can't talk about ancient history, but today I revived Captain Australia for one simple mission. It's to help the Kids Cancer Project. So I realized after my crippling fight with cancer, I needed to heal myself. I needed to fix myself. I needed to overcome this darkness that had woven itself into my daily life. And I realized I needed to take a walk. It's that simple. A pilgrimage. We've lost touch with the natural world. I needed to just walk and feel the wind and the sun and sleep rough. So I needed to do that for myself to further my own healing. However, I realized that if I brought Captain Australia back and did it in a theatrical way, I could help the Kids Cancer Project. So I researched what charity to help. Maybe I'll go over this side. I researched what charity to help, and the Kids Cancer Project stood out. So I mean, a lot of charity, every charity does something important at the end of the day, and you can get a fatigue trying to figure out who to help. Why is the Kids Cancer Project so important? Because it focuses on the core problem, okay? It's science. So you need to superhero up for science. What that means is that every dollar given to the charity translates to research. It translates to research hours oriented towards curing different classes of pediatric cancer. These are cancers that specifically aggressively attack children. 950 Aussie kids every year are diagnosed. The global numbers, I wouldn't even, if I saw that number in my brain, I would weep. 950 is hard enough for me to digest. Of the 950, 20% die. They die at diagnosis. They do not survive treatment. Okay? So that's close to 200 kids every year. Okay? It's like 3 a week or something like that. Sorry, I'm not in a math-oriented mindset at the moment. So 20% of them die and the rest suffer chronic illness. It sucks away their life, and it's not measured how they go down 5 years, not really. I don't imagine that their profile for recurrent cancer and other comorbidities is good. So that's the cause, and it's all about the science. So these cancers, unlike generalized cancer where you look at avenues of research like immunotherapy, better radiation treatments, better detection, spit and blood tests and genetic tests that allow us to find predispositions to cancer. These are all generally wider areas of research. Pediatric cancer is interesting and effective to donate to because it focuses on very specific classes of cancer. So one example is a cancer called glioblastoma. Generally, it attacks children aged from 4 to 13 of the ages. Okay? So it's not commonly found in adults. Why? I can't tell you, I don't know. But that as a type of cancer is identifiable. There can be scientific discovery, better ways to soften those treatments so that the kids who do survive have less of a hard run at it. My fight with cancer crippled me, and it's only this extraordinary process, this big walk, that is allowing me to heal. And I'm coming alive again. I'm filled with hope. I'm filled with joy. I couldn't tell you how blessed and grateful I am for that. But at the end of the day, these children can be deprived of that. with kids and they don't necessarily have the same tools. So, yeah, neuroblastoma as an example of one of these forms of children's cancer that will benefit from the scientific research into solving it. So that's where your donation goes, and that's why I'm walking around carrying this big ridiculous bag. And the thing that I'm loving about it is just the adventure. So who am I and what am I about? I'm not good with handing out flyers, and I'm not good with all of the preachy stuff. I just want to do the right thing at my personal level, right? And if I can convince you that it's right, that's great. But don't feel bad if you don't want to. You can still watch the big walk, because I want to share my discovery of hope. But what am I about? I'm about showing you that a grown man at his most broken, like, suicide isn't even a word that fits into my narrative, because I was beyond that. Like a Catholic, you can't commit suicide. Your life is just suffering. I would never kill myself because, I have these young children, so, although the cancer tried to kill me and it tried to suck the hope out of me, I would live for as long as I possibly can, but cancer tries to destroy your hope. It tries to suck your hope away. But I found it again. And that's what I'm about. I'm about showing that to you, for better or worse. Good, bad, or indifferent, I'm about showing you that hope is available. Hope of constructive, positive change in your life is available. And it's that fundamental message. It's nothing beyond that. It's not deep. It's simple, human. It's at that bones level. It's at our DNA level. Because I didn't know it. I didn't have it. I spent 4 years of my life suffering. 4 years. And I don't know how many years I have left. The waste in that. I did my best. I continue to do my best. But if somebody had shaken me and shown me hope, well, I don't know, 4 might have turned into 1. Anyway, that's what I'm about. So I'm about showing that. In the hopes that it could help you at the individual level. Because if enough people find it, kindness and hope, it's the antidote to suffering. Right? Hope translates to healing. And healing applies not just at the personal level, at the social level. There's all this conflict, rage on the roads, rage like I just saw in a mall in Southport. A young guy getting punched in the head when he's on the ground by thugs. Rage. But there's hope, reconciliation and healing, maybe redemption and making amends. Because if somebody showed those scumbag thugs, those assholes, which I can't find it in me at the moment to forgive what they did because it was disgusting. But if somebody had shown them more kindness today, maybe they never would have done what they did. Maybe they never would have hurt that kid. And then maybe he won't go on to hurt someone else. So there's this cycle of hurt people, hurting people. And it's not okay. I learned that. My grandfather taught me that. He showed me with my mother. She taught me that. I've learned that. So no more. Okay? Your pain does not permit you to inflict it on other people. Stop. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say any of that. So I'm at Southport. I met a lovely old friend, Graham. And now I'm walking down to Broadbeach. My plan was to put my feet in the ocean.
I remember seeing you on telly.
Really? Yeah, g'day. How you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Just,
Everything going all right?
Yeah, I just saw a young dude get assaulted in the mall at Southport with Port Middleton. Oh, that's so kind of you. I've just had some food with a friend of mine. I couldn't. Thank you so much. Yeah, cheers, buddy. All the best. Do you want a little... Oh, he's got. I've got a little magic leaflet. Oh, it's so kind of you, but I don't. Thank you so much, guys. Do you want one of my little thingamabobs. Walking to Melbourne at the end of the year for the Kids Cancer Project, yeah. So it sort of explains it all on there. And thank you so much for your kindness. That is so sweet. I really appreciate it. Thank you for offering that. In my refusal, it's just I'm A, too fat, and B, not hungry. But thank you for your kindness, yeah? All the best. Well, that just takes away all the garbage, the assault that I saw. I just had some lovely people come up and say g'day and offer to help, offer food. That concrete demonstrates, okay, concrete way, shows you that you see, I'm just trying to be kind. I'm trying to help. I'm just an old fool. I'm no more than a functional moron, but I'm trying to help, right? And that propagates. So then people come up and they're like, look, bless you, here, I have food, would you like some food? Thank you so much for your kindness. I don't want to discourage your kindness, but I don't want to eat. But thank you. Thank you so much. So that kindness, it propagates. It's like, I don't know, it's like the opposite of cancer. So cancer spreads and it grows and it makes you sicker and weaker. But that kindness spreads and grows and it makes you stronger and more powerful. Not just you, me, we. Better. As a society, as a species. We don't need to be beating the shit out of some kid. And they said he looked at them wrong. They were punching the crap out of him because he looked at them wrong. So they are powerless. So they take power from that act. That pathetic, violent act. And then it contaminates me. And then I rant about it. That contaminates you. So that's a concrete example of hate spreading. But then as I walk along, just absorbing it, trying to unpack it and put it away, people come up and show me kindness. And that's because I'm just, I'm carrying this big flag around trying to do the right thing. It's flamboyant, but it's good, it's kind. So they see and respond to that. So look, if nobody ever listens to this, or if one day my children do, and this is for you, my sons, my beautiful boys, know that the world around you, it can be confusing and grim and harsh, and you can learn lessons about practicality and taking, but I am your father and those lessons are wrong. They are lies, they are false lessons. Don't do it. Give kindness, dignity. In doing that, you heal yourself, you heal your friends, you heal your society. So you can take your power by cutting someone else down, or you can lift them up and you can be powerful together. Spencer, you do that. Sullivan, Sheldon, you do that. I love you so much. Walk through fire for you. You're watching this 10 years from now. You do that. You stand up and you do the right thing. Sorry, I got distracted there talking to people who do not yet exist. Future people. I don't even know if the sound is recording. Hope so. Anyway. Walking, Broad Beach. So check that out. Oh look, so this is the Gold Coast Skyline, which, let's see if it's okay. Beautiful yachts and boats and millionaire playground over there. A little bit of an inlet here. And all these sort of, I don't know if they're permanent or holiday homes or whatever, but most of that's accommodation, I think. That's the Gold Coast. So Broad Beach, I think that's like the main drag. I haven't been down to the Gold Coast in a while. I mean, I was down last week and it was to meet with these oncology mums. I might just see if I can make sure there's enough. Oh, Pete?
Oh no, I think for my whole rant then, the mic may not have been on, so I hope you could hear it. Whether it has actual value, it was passionately held belief, if nothing else. So I was talking about this assault that I witnessed at Southport in the mall there. 3 or 4 guys punching one boy when he was just on the ground. I'll tell you honestly, old fool that I am, I was ready to take them all on. I just charged over yelling at them and they scattered, but the police arrived too. So that's probably lucky timing for me. But yeah, I think often with that kind of thing, people know that they're doing wrong. They know in their heart of hearts what they're doing is pathetic. But they don't necessarily see hope of a pathway to navigate away from that. So it's my view anyway that for the most part, when you see those hurt people hurting people, that's behavior that can be corrected, arrested, and stopped. But there's no guarantee. So the thing is to apply it at the personal level, the individual level. You, me, us. We do our best. Not to hurt, to help, to lift people up. And when you see the dark stuff, it's easy to contaminate your view, your feeling, your hope. And the thing is, if you allow that to happen, then you stop helping. The next person who needs your help, you're too numbed by experience, so you stop it. And then, what happens? Darkness. So I don't know if my remarks before are recorded, but they were for my children. And the message was simple. The lessons that life teaches you about expedience, survival. Survival at what cost? Survival does not matter. There is no guarantee that you will live from one day to the next. What matters is your ability to have a life filled with nourishment, hope, possibility, creativity, joy. And if you are only surviving, then those things are further away from you than if you are living mindfully and caring, having your passions and exploring them. And hey, this is what it looks like. Old buffet, wandering through the evening, dressed as a superhero. So I can't necessarily advocate it. You know, I'm not saying it's the only way to live. But for my boys, I want you to be better. If you ever find yourself hitting somebody who is down and asking you to stop, I want you to hear my voice. And all I'm saying to you is no. Don't do it. Don't do it. There's enough cruelty already in the world. I think cruelty has started to, trend, hashtag cruelty. You know? And a lot of it's insipid and political. I disagree with your values, and so therefore I'm dog shit. And that becomes a fight, an ideological fight for gender rights or whatever, any topic. So instead of building consensus and working together, we form teams and fight one another. So we as a species need to figure our shit out. You know? Figure it out. Find ways to engage where we can build consensus without cruelty, without combat. Reach agreement. Sacrifice. Make choices. I will make changes to myself the way I behave, my core values, if it's ethical to do so. But in order to reach the place where we're convincing each other of that, we need to get past all of this. You're a transphobic piece of shit. No, sorry, no one's called me transphobic. This is my random example. Maybe I am or not, by whatever conventional standard, but I don't think I am. I love you. I adore people who embrace who they are. That's what I'm about, you know. Just doesn't matter what society thinks, find what's inside you and live that truth. But instead of when you disagree with somebody, instead of convincing them and educating them, we fight with them, and it's wrong. It's a mess. Educate me if I get it wrong. Don't attack me. Sorry, crossing the road. Oh, sorry, I've had these long rambling rants, as I do. So let me just tell you, I'm Simon. That's Captain Australia. I'm going to walk from Brisbane to Melbourne on the 26th of December for the Kids Cancer Project and for my own healing. My primary and most important objective is the charity, however, because I'm already healing. I won't say healed, but getting there. Actively working towards the healing. And what allows me to do that? Hope. This belief, this growing belief that it's available to me, and that when and if I do the work, surfers with a twist, SWAT. When and if I do the work will be rewarded. I don't know, there's a bit of a bogan element in surfers. I mean, I'm a bogan. When I went to high school, I had a mullet. Full on, absolutely full on mullet. So I don't say bogan in like a contemptuous way. What I don't like is when you're an aggressive dickhead, when you're hurtful to other people. So you got all these dudes characterized largely by tattoos and baseball caps and, you know, just a swagger. And I'm better than you sort of a swagger. It's not okay, guys. You shake people's hands, pat them on the back. Find things to celebrate, not condemn. Just my 2 cents. But I'm in a grumpy mood after witnessing an assault today. I don't know. Poor fella. I hope he's doing all right. So the guy who got bashed, he's just retreated, got into his home. But the thing is, you get punched in the face when you're on the ground, intimidated and abused when you're on the ground, prone and vulnerable. I don't think the mark that leaves on you washes away easily. All my life I've been resisting running away from bullies. I understand the impulse. When you're met with aggression and it's unwarranted, it's like, what the hell? And of course you think that it colours your whole worldview. If there's a bully right in front of you, you start to think the whole world is a bully. But I think once you start backing away, once you start retreating from that, you're kind of screwed. You know, it will imprint on you. And you won't have hope of other pathways being available to you. Anyway, so I met my mate Damo here at the coast the other day, and he'd gotten beaten up actually here on the coast just a week before, complained to the police. They were unable to render assistance despite it being near an intersection, and there would have been cameras that caught the car, but they didn't help track down the aggressors. And Damo was trying to help. They were picking on a couple of gay guys or something, like they were making fun of them. 2 guys holding hands. Those guys ran away, but Damo said stop. And the three guys, the aggressors, turned their attention onto him. They beat the righteous crap out of him. Not righteous at all, actually. So that kind of violence really disturbs me. It's just not okay. Ugh. So it unsettles me that people just don't innately understand how not cool it is, how wrong it is. Here I am, jibber 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 jabber, and you know what? I have no idea if what I'm saying is audible, and if it is audible, whether you can see the walk that we're taking together. There's a casino around here somewhere, I think, but there's a beach down that way. I'm just randomly walking through the coast. Main beach that way. Let's go to the main beach. Let's see the ocean. It's getting dark. I didn't intend to spend so long hanging out with my mate. I thought I'd be walking along the beach in the sun. Could still potentially take off the old shoes, walk along the water, get them toes wet, set them piggies free, Captain Australia. If all of this has been audible, I'm sorry. To you, I'm sorry. Anybody, any future person watching this, or person currently watching this, if there's anyone, I am sorry. My view has been touched by violence today, and that's contaminated it. And it's interesting, like that idea of quantifiable, measurable good and evil in the world, in a way, is demonstratable now. Because normally I'm pretty cheerful, right? Like, it's Captain Australia, blah, blah, blah. And even when I see tragedy, these parents are impacted by pediatric cancer, for example. Hey mate, how are you? These people impacted by pediatric cancer, I'm still reasonably happy-go-lucky. But when you see evil, active evil, it darkens you. So I take that, I absorb it, and I'm processing it now and letting it go. And for me, that's something that we can examine and maybe mitigate. Anyway. I screamed out like a bloody samurai, I did. Get the fuck off him! Don't hit someone when they're on the fucking ground! And they scattered like magpies. Oh, low trees up here. What are we going to do about the low trees, Captain Australia? Maybe we will cross the road. Okay. It's going to get dark. Someone screamed at me. I am not well placed right now to bump into a dickhead, unfortunately. My tolerance levels are unsettled by what I saw. God. Jeez, Captain Australia. Bounce back, mate. We want to see you bounce back. Okay, our bold hero, with a visible effort to calm himself, says violence is wrong. We should never find violence as a solution to any problem. And then takes a breath, calms himself, and moves cheerfully into the future. Oh dear, what does that future look like? It's looming in on me now that in a couple of months I'm out. I'm walking down to Melbourne. Hell or high water, win, lose or draw. That's it. That's in the cards. It's been agreed, promised. That's what I'm doing. Even if the promise is just to myself and in honor of all of the people who I've donated to the charity, that's it. It's done. Well, it's not done. It's going to be hard as hell, to be honest. But it's going to be an adventure, a healing adventure as well. So physically difficult, spiritually nourishing. And physically difficult things often are, you know?
you've got the idea of self-flagellation, but it's not exactly that. It's more self-development. It's like a strength-focused pilgrimage, a way to rebuild myself. Take all of the pieces, break them all up and scatter them to the wind and just see what reforms. Anyway. Simon, you're rambling, mate. You're just rambling. Were you really so upset by seeing that kid punched in the face? Yes, I was. Thank you. It was awful. Wrong. Yes, I am upset. And anybody who saw it should be. But actually, I looked across the tram station. There was some young people watching and laughing. They thought it was funny. I think it's funny to see someone getting punched in the face when they're on the ground. It's not okay. Yeah. Anyway. G'day.
Right.
Be polite, be kind, give people their dignity. Don't hurt people. And if we all live by that, bang, half of the problems that we inflict on the world are gone. Overnight. At the personal level, the geopolitical level, be kind. Don't hurt people, don't take what's not yours. Build consensus. Bang. Anyway, crossing the riggedy road, Captain Australia. Will you do for us one of your world famous raps? Yes, I am a professional rapper, that's true. I feel I may be the finest single rapper in Australia today, with respect to Hilltop Hoods and any other rap artists in Australia. Yeah, we're in the Gold Coast, and you know that it is the most violent place in the world. Oh, never mind. What are you doing, Simon? You see, I already dress up as a superhero, so you already think I'm mental. What I should be doing is just like a straight-faced Adam West Batman, like, yes, I'm very serious all the time. Because if I do that, at least, there won't be this amplifying factor on the weirdness. Dressed as a superhero, check 1. Rapping, check 2. Crying in public as he talks about his children, check 3. Ranting in public after seeing an assault. Oh, bashing a tree. Oh, here's the beach. Here's the ocean. Let's go have a look. After that, I'll check the stream out and kill the stream and, But for now, let's just go check out the ocean, shall we? Oh. But yeah, chemo radiation. Run across the road. Chemo radiation. Whatever it's done. Thyroid damage. It's done that, we know that. Maybe there's like pituitary glands or liver stuff going on. But I used to have an incredible tolerance for alcohol. I could drink all evening and still be pretty compos mentis, like, yeah, feeling cruisy, but not heavily influenced by the booze. Now, 2 beers, I feel just a little bit drunk. Okay, so here we are at the coast. Look at that. I hope you are seeing this, my friend, my angel on my shoulder. This is just a preview of the big walk, really. Here we are. Look at that. Without walking in the water, let's just walk along the waterline a bit where the sand is harder. That way I won't have to take my boots off and all of that. It's getting dark. What a lovely stretch of beach. If my car had not exploded in August, I would have brought the kids down for this. It's been too long. After my cancer, we did these massive road trips, but I think COVID becomes an excuse to become a bit of a shut-in, you know? Actually, this isn't bad. The packed sand, the hard sand, I was curious how I would be with my boots. But it's actually not bad at all. It's really not that much different to walking on gravel or dirt. Yeah, let's try a bit of pace. So I'm marching now. This feels to me about 5k. And yeah, no problem at all. So look, it's low tide. The tide's going out, I guess. So the sand is saturated and packed hard. So it'll be a time of day thing, but I'm encouraged by that. Because when I planned the itinerary of the big walk, I've had to wonder whether, walking on road, the average time that takes. But then down the beach, I was thinking, what will that be, like 3k an hour? It doesn't really matter. What matters is the experience. But still, this is good. G'day. People are openly curious about who I am, what I'm doing. That's nice. I really hope people can look past me and see the charity. That's the whole premise of it all. When I get to the end, I want to take the hood off, look up and see that I've raised $500,000 for the Kids Cancer Project, and then just quietly go into the next phase of my life, This is about putting cancer in the rearview mirror, but it's also more than that. It's developing as a human in a caterpillar to butterfly kind of level. Being better. I don't need Captain Australia for that. He's really just for the charity. So I don't know how much of this you can see. I hope all of it. So there's this lovely just mist effect in the light. I might check actually. I'm just going to pull you down and have a look, make sure the stream's working, see how it looks. Oh! Let's see. Oh, why is that so blurry? What's going on? Cancel. Holy crap. Have you been looking behind me the whole time? No, no, no. Oh no, what's going on? I'm going to kill the stream and start it anew. G'day, I don't know if you can hear me okay. Let me check this audio. Come on, biggity beep. So I'm on the beach. This is the Gold Coast, and you're going to walk on my shoulder for a bit just to check the quality of the stream, etc. Let's lift you up and get going. This pack is a bit heavy now. As a free weight, it's more than 30 kilos. On my back though, it's marvelous. Okay, let's situate you appropriately. So you should see people walking a dog on the beach. It's all very nice. And you should see the lights of the Gold Coast. I think. All very nice. And I hope the stream is still going. Okay. Nice and firm. Very good. Let's see if the earpiece is. walk to Melbourne at the end of the year. Yeah, I'm not mental. The superhero stuff is just a traffic connection. I actually live in December, but I'm doing like practice, so I have walked from the coast. Somewhere too, or at least I have, so that part of it is just I'm going to be sleeping rough. Yeah, I do. Actually, that, my friend, is an insight. After Tuesday, actually, I get maybe 3 hours. That's actually one of the two things that helps with just being able to lay down and sleep 3 hours. Something, it's like physically challenging. Also, you sometimes treat all these rights. It's just, I feel eventually, my hope is that everybody knows. Anybody in your family who's on Facebook a lot, tell them to vote the crap out of Captain Australia's Big War. All the best. Cheers, man. Okay, so, and a lovely lady Lynn. The idea of these streams is to get an impression of how much of that we see. So when I get home, I'll check this out. What a lovely cancer. Helping is the opposite of isolation. courage is the opposite of fear. No, it's not. Oh, it is. Yeah. You can't have courage without fear, so that's a complication. Courage is moving forward even when you're afraid. So the old dude I was talking to who saw the assault, he didn't do anything. He felt bad. He didn't yell at them or charge them or whatever, and he thought like, oh, I'm just an old man, they'll beat me up. It's happened before, is what he said. And he's right, it's the proven thing. But it's not the courageous thing. I think he regrets that. But you know, courage is the opposite of fear. Well, courage can't exist without fear. Wiggity wiggity walking, Wiggity Chapter in Australia. On the way down to Broad Beach. Weird afternoon. So I caught up with my mate Graham, lovely bloke. The plan originally was to catch up with my new mate Damo, also a lovely bloke. I'm blessed in knowing some gifted and extraordinary people. But it's all been a bit tainted by that assault that I see. Which I'm still going on through. The process of Australia. Walking down the beach. It's beautiful. It's cool. It's a bit warm. Today it got up to 30 degrees or so. It'll be warmer than that in December, I reckon. Probably point when the middle of the day it'll get up. You know, it's more than 45. And that's hot. So, the rough plan when I do my big walk, big walk with the kids' camp project, is to walk. I'll get up, like 5:30, 6 in the morning, I don't know. Pack my gear up, and I'll just walk for 3 hours before anything else. You know? While I'm wearing comfortable sleeping type clothes, I might go walk up the poo if I can. You have to consider these practicalities when you're a real life dude, not Spider-Man. Then I'll walk for like 15k, 3 hours, and then stop somewhere mid-morning in 5 o'clock so I have breakfast. And then I'm thinking another 10 or 15 will stop as we get towards midday. You know, it might be 11 o'clock. And then rest through the hottest part of the day. That's the plan. So I've done 25 in the morning. And then come mid-afternoon, 3 o'clock or so, do 10k. Before dinner, you know? 3:30 to 5:30 or something. 10k. Have a break, have some dinner, have a rest, rest the feet, sit them piggies free, and then in the evening do another 15. So that's sort of where I'm thinking it might look, something like that on the average day that we do. Which has me doing 50k a day. Which has me getting to Brisbane to a city in, 20 days. So I think that's a pretty reasonable time. I've adjusted to so as I'm walking down, I'm thinking and feeling this morning, carrying a massive pack. I'm going to take my glasses off. Carrying this massive pack. Got this big samurai banner, talking to myself. This feels completely normal to me, and occasionally I'll notice people outright staring at me. They're like, hey, what are you staring at? So, my new normal has shifted. Better or worse, I am in Australia, and I have adjusted to that. So if I needed to buy some food now or something, I can go into the shop with the mask on and forget where I have the mask on. Good, I guess. The main thing I want from back in Australia, if I'm honest, is aside from the attention to the charity, I love the joyfulness it gives some people. So obviously there's kids, they're like, whoa! At South Bank I bumped into a couple of classes with primary school people on the food. It was awesome! I want to respect their privacy and not freak anybody out, but I loved it. They had all these questions. great. But adults sometimes react in the same way. I think they're approaching Georgie. So we wander up here, maybe find a town station. I don't think I'll stick around the Gold Coast too much over the evening, unless I meet somebody who I need to meet. Like I keep meeting homeless people, and that was when I first created Captain Australia. That was what I spent a lot of time too, just learning the stories of broken people, trying to give them dignity, like just open dialogue rather not, pandering, if that makes sense. No bullshit to it, just really, what bullshit here to read about? Tried to do this, that or the other. But I think meeting these people for whom I think my book resonates, that's one of my greatest hopes, is that really that I can show somebody who needs it that you can lift yourself up. Because as much as this may look like a midlife crisis or a nervous breakdown, this is actually what hope looks like. As lame and bits falling off me as I might look, this is actually what dignity and strength looks like, because, well, it's all about the before and after. So talk to me again at the end of the walk and I'll give you a impassioned speech about how you need to stand up and move forward. Until then, I haven't really shown you. Well, maybe a little. Maybe a little. But yeah, the idea is that broken things are going to be fixed up. Broken people are going to be fixed up. And that's what a big walk is going to think about. It's a process. It's a metaphor for that process. Anyway, it's lovely to be near the ocean. I think when I do my big walk, there will be times when of an evening there'll be a stretch of beach like this, and I can just go. There's physical fatigue doesn't even play into it. I think that I could just decide that I'm just going to walk now and just keep walking like 10 hours. I know how that feels from my practice walks. I know how it takes a physical and psychological toll to walk for upwards towards 23 hours. So I can understand that, but here, now when you're beside the ocean and you're drawing strength from that, you've got a lovely breeze, it's just serene. Yeah, even though the pack's a little bit heavy, I'm sure I could walk easily now for 10 hours. And the pace on this hard sand is not so bad. So in that 10 hours, let's say 40k, and if I was really disciplined and focused about it, 50 or 60, maybe not 60. I'm still too heavy. When the rest of this weight kicks off me, I'll probably be able to have a good, solid, consistent walking pace of 26k an hour. But now, I'm capable of it, but it's a sustained physical effort carrying the extra weight around. Anyway, who am I talking to? For a while there it was my son, my future son. Now, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm sure with these streams, we've got funny stuff happening, we've got people with something specific to say, and here I am, we're just walking. And in my mind, there's no goal here, really. It's not like I'm trying to say sell you insurance. Now, I'd like you to support the Kids Cancer Project, but that's just there. That's an omnipresent thing. Go for it if you want to. Don't feel bad if you can't or won't. But yeah, it's like you're this disembodied friend, I guess. Oh, the flag's having a good flap around. The Gold Coast. Down there, that'll be food heads, I guess. Okay. I've been building the itinerary for the big walk, and that first leg of the Gold Coast, I was thinking of just doing one half a leg. So I pull an overnighter, and then push through the following day. It's just about getting out of distance, I think. And maybe starting on the big walk in the I think once I'm in New South Wales, that's when I'm off the reservation. I'm out into the wild in my mind at least. So yeah, I'm thinking right now about how I might hit the beach as soon as I can. Just do a few stretches down the beach. It's kind of stupid because the whole goal is you, people, the public. The whole goal is to have you see what I'm doing, see what I'm doing, translate that made understanding how important the Kids Cancer Project is as a cause, and then, you know, to follow that example and support that cause yourself. It doesn't, you don't, if you can't donate, don't do that, but you might do your own thing. Do part of a big walk, or even just promote this big walk, but do it online, jump on and, you know, do like a deadly chain letter that these big walk. Anyway, I feel my mood now is soured after that assault. So if you're just joining, I saw an assault report. My wife will hate me. Stupid and righteous often intersect, regrettably. It's the right thing to do. The police came along and everybody was going to run away. I left my name and details if they needed it, and someone was sure of assault. Apparently it's dime a dozen, happens all the time. It's just sad. If I could speak to the 3 or 4 kids who beat up that other kid, because they're young adults at best, 20 at the oldest, I'd say. Don't. Just don't. You can be better than that. You can have a better life than that. You don't measure your life by how strong you are compared to other people. That's unimportant. Other people only matter insofar as helping them and having their help. The societies that we form. Other people only matter as potential friends. They're not someone to attack, someone to take this false sense of power from. What you did today was pathetic. Pathetic. I don't want to fight you. But if you hadn't ran away, I would. And if you hurt me, you would still be pathetic, even more so. Because I'm just an old man. Just a fool trying to do a right thing, a good thing. So you hurt me, you hurt some kid for looking at you wrong. It's not okay, mate. You need to stop. You need to think about not just who you were and who you are, but who you can become, who you want to become, who you would respect. And if you only respect the violence and the strength, you need to change. I do not respect those things. I respect strength. of character. And you should too. So for what you did today, screw you. Never do that again. But I'll forgive you. And I hope the kid forgives you, and I hope you forgive yourself. Contingent on you making change. Now. Immediately. If I could talk to you, that's what I would say. Hey, maybe, look, maybe. You know, I was dressed as the buffet superhero Captain Australia. Every possibility when you cut and run, you jump online. What the hell was that guy screaming at? And here's what I am, mate. Just a harmless old guy. Nothing more. The only thing extraordinary is maybe what I'm doing. I'm going to walk to Melbourne at the end of the year. I'm doing that for a very important charity called the Kids Cancer Project. So, you need to be better than who you are, better than me. But measure that better in a different paradigm, mate. Look at it on the basis of who is the finer human being. Who has the better strength of character, the more to offer the world. Anyway, that's in you. I believe that. Just as I believe all the evil stuff is in us as well. That redemption, goodness, that power is in you. It's on you to navigate towards it, I guess. I'm still going on about the assault. Got in the sea, reaching help. Yeah. It's called processing, Captain Australia. Anyway, it's good to know that walking down the beach will be great. And I think for marchers down the beach, I won't need to take my boots off. These are wonderful boots. And on the solid sand, great. Too close, gets too soft. Too far out, gets too sand. Here, beautiful. So, I am going to wander up here onto Broad Beach. Maybe meet some people. They've got this horror show running at the moment where actors dressed as like iconic horror characters come into like a haunted house scenario. I like horror movies. I don't like Australia's assimilation of Halloween. It's just like I don't think it's our role in it. You know, oh, it's fine. They have fun. It just feels weird to me. It sits a bit weird. But if it's fun for you, then yeah, I'll jump on board. But yeah, I can't remember what it was called, like Fear Phantasmagoria or something. Here on the coast, you can get tickets and go along, have the poop scared out of you. I would almost be curious to check it out. Anyway, let's head up to Broad Beach. So now walking on the soft sand. This is where the good stuff is. So easy. Okay. I'm just going to leave the stream up until it dries anyway. Sorry, so anybody who happens to be watching this, I may just forget that it's on. All you're going to see is me walking through the Gold Coast. I'll try and remember you there and chat to you. Anyway, this is Boisterous. New Avenue. Soft sand, it's just right down.
I do need to put the screen. Because the phone also delivers me my maps. Let's go walking down here for a bit. Let's see if anything looks familiar.
Red bit? What? Oh, okay. Reppin? Reputation. I have not come across that term. I'm going to walk to Melbourne at the end of the year. Captain Australia's big walk. It's for the Kids Cancer Project.
Melbourne.
Yeah, from Brisbane.
Good on
So
you,
just
bro.
practicing at the moment. I'm Simon. What's your name, buddy? Monu. I've never met a Monu before, man. What background is that from?
M-A-N-E. I'm my dad's Kiwi.
Okay, nice. Yeah, cool, man.
Good on you. You're doing
I'm going to
something
be
good.
sleeping rough and yeah, I'm going to be sleeping rough and just it's like an adventure.
What, like,
I
camping
survived the
and stuff?
cancer myself. Yeah, sleeping in bush under bridges, all that sort of shit.
Oh, yeah.
When I was 15, I walked. I don't want.
No, listen to this. He's walking all the way to
Don't,
Melbourne.
don't want to fight you, buddy.
No,
I'm
no,
on
no,
any
he's
level.
just fine.
I'm on any level, my friend.
No, you're my friend.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name's Josh. You look awesome.
Thank you.
You look Santa, but the military version. You look awesome.
He's walking all the way to Melbourne.
Melbourne?
For a cancer
Military Santa. That's my new name. I know. Military Santa. The story.
This is on. I think
Actually, fuck, that is still on too. Yeah. I've been
This is
walking on the beach.
military Santa. Walking
Military
all the way to Melbourne.
This is the
to
best
raise
work I
funds.
know, honestly.
My friend, when I was 15.
He's walking to Melbourne to raise funds for.
Oh, really?
I was a junkie, so that's my story. And now, as an adult, I've cancer. I 6 months ago. I needed that hope again. That's why I'm walking. That's why I'm big walking.
I love you. Oi,
It's about finding hope.
No,
That is
I
actually
understand that.
takes
I
so
fully
much
understand.
courage.
Thank you.
I got lost too. We're all lost, eh? Just come out 4 year
Hope-
relationship trade.
Hope and
Lost,
healing,
yeah.
man.
No,
Yeah, it's
fully
fucked.
understand.
It is fucked up
takes
when
so
you
much
lose
courage.
hope in your life, my friend.
Is that meant to be
And that's-
recording? Because it's got a little thing up on it.
Yeah, I don't know if it is or not.
No,
anymore,
it's got
buddy.
this
I
thing
had
that
it-
says cancel or
Let me
keep
just
going
say,
or whatever.
It
that
probably is
is
still
courage.
recording, but
That
it's
is
got the
straight up
warning.
courage.
Yeah, well, for me, I needed to find hope again, so I was walking. But then I realised, holy shit, if I'm going to walk, like from Brisbane to Sydney, I could even go further,
Yeah.
I could do more, and I could do it for the kids too.
No, fully
Pediatric
understand.
cancer is dog shit.
Straight
man.
up.
Good on you, bro.
Honestly,
Real,
good
what's
on
up?
you.
What's up?
You are
What
a
is
hero.
it?
I had stage 4 myself a couple of years ago. I'm not affected by pediatric cancer, but I saw fish.
Yeah, no, it's actually sad, eh?
Can I just say, you are a hero, honestly. You are.
It's nice of you to say, buddy.
No,
but I'm just a
I don't know if I don't care if you don't say that it's not true. You are a hero, man.
Oi, everyone get a photo with this guy. He's walking around.
You are a hero, man.
Here's the thing, dude. If what I can do can show you to be the best gift I can give in your life, my friend, and help people, and be strong, and be hopeful, and be just a fucking warrior. All your
I
life.
don't worry about any of that. You are the you are
No,
a
you-
superhero. I'm not gonna
Oi,
lie.
what's
Look at
what's
you,
the
bro.
name? What's the name?
Captain Australia. Captain Australia's big walk.
Military Santa.
Military Santa.
No, honestly, I swear to
Going
God.
through a rebrand, and it's not going to be Captain
Oh, give me
Australia's
one.
big walk.
You're a beast, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Good on you, bro. Honestly, you're a beast.
It's Military Santa's big Uber now. I'm not going to.
Oi, remember us, please. Remember us, alright? Remember us. Oi, my name's Tama. My name's Tama.
This
This is
sounds
my
like you've
brother.
had some hard shit, man.
Bro, oi, no
he's been
mum,
through
no
a lot.
dad, live my foster care homes all through the way. You like fucking bro. We're from the Bugatti colour.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from there too. Like,
It
my
makes
mum-
us
They've been through the hardest shit, and that's what makes them
you
so
strong.
fucking hard.
No,
and
would-
durable. But what
Exactly.
you can learn-
Wouldn't be the same no days in the rain, right?
Yeah, exactly,
shut
buddy.
up, bro.
But what you can learn, like I saw a kid getting beaten up just down at South Port. So like you 4 guys like punching each other on the ground. And I'm like, fucking stop! And I charged over at him and they ran.
Yeah, they thought they thought Deadpool was coming over or something.
Yeah, mate. The cops came as well, so it might have just been coincidence. But I could saw him like,
Lachlan,
stop.
you get pulled up
Yeah,
because
the
of
cops
this.
pulled me up and they were asking me questions and shit too. But these guys were just beating the shit out of some dude on the ground because it made them stronger, right? So that's the dark side of coming from pain.
is you can inflict it
And
on
you're the
other people.
light, you know what I mean?
But
You're the
yeah,
light.
and you can be, man. Like
the
that's the
truth.
thing. Like that's
We're the
shit.
truth.
Anyone can be the light, you know what I mean?
That's
Someone can
that's
be the light.
suffering. You use it as your fucking fuel, my friend. You don't use it to hurt other people.
No, 100%. But if people want to mess around, they just
Wait, if
right
some-
upcut, left hook. That's it.
If somebody fucks with you, just stand up.
Exactly.
You
Wait,
never,
ask
you never
me.
back
You don't
down.
start. You don't start, but you stand
don't
up. You
start
know?
shit, but
You
yeah.
don't start, but you stand up. You know.
I'll take
Exactly
a
right.
beating from any fucking one rather than run away from them because you can't. It's a slippery slope.
Getting hit doesn't even really hurt, you know? You just back to
Especially no, with the adrenaline.
Like, no, adrenaline, you're right, and my superpower is falling over when I get punched.
No, you got superpowers to the max, bro.
That's a
Look at you.
special ability.
No, I'm not kidding, bro.
No,
You are
I-
the maddest, bro.
Man,
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
I have to
I'm
tell you,
so. I got so much respect for you. I honestly do.
bro.
that, I
For
have
what
to
you're
say
doing,
honestly,
big move.
thank you. That really nourishes me in a way I
Just-
can't fucking
No,
say.
don't even say thank you. I have so much respect.
Just remember,
for
bro.
what
Just
you're
remember.
doing.
Everyone's
So
a
much
sheep.
respect for you.
Everyone's a sheep, bro. Who else is doing this? Nobody. You're the only person on the
Yeah.
planet right now doing what you're doing. No one else is doing it. Remember that, you know? No one else is doing what you're doing right
And you
now.
should keep that to
Everyone
push
else is
you.
doing what other people are doing, you know what I mean? Everyone's going to clubs, everyone's going home. No one's doing what you're doing.
Holy fuck!
Yeah? You're the only person in the world doing what you're doing.
Holy fuck, man!
Yeah?
Okay. I'm an old dude. Okay. No, cancer survivor. Yeah. In December.
What stage? What stage?
Stage 4. I had 6 months to live. 6 months to live.
No, stage 4.
Yeah, so it affected my lymph nodes, chemo radiation, 40% chance of treatment, total metabolic.
Wait, do you go through chemo or not?
Yeah, chemo radiation, full on. So it was fucked up. So 4 years, vomiting blood, all these fucking problems. But the thing is, I have 3 kids, and it's the idea of dying and leaving my kids alone. Fucking me up every day. But I lifted myself up, just overcoming that
strong.
darkness.
Bringing that
But-
strongness up.
But the thing is, buddy, like that sort of pain, it can just. destroy
It
your
sticks
life.
with you, honestly, it does.
If you
It
give
will
up
never
mentally,
over.
you'll die.
I
If
never-
you don't
here's
give
the
up
thing.
mentally, you survive.
I
And
never
that's
would
what I'm
have
saying.
thought.
I can see it in. I can see it. I can't really see your eyes. but
Look
I
at what
can-
he's doing, bro. You can see it in what he's doing.
You are so strong.
Man, I never
You
would
are.
have thought like in December, right? Fucked up, like, totally broken, thyroid wrecked by radiation, 140 kilos. I know the fact I've lost like 60.
No, you don't, bro. You
Look around, bro.
I've lost like 60 kilos. from all
No,
this
I weigh
smoking and
60
shit.
kilos, mate.
Yeah, I've lost you, my friend. But I never. But in
That's
December,
funny too.
I never would have thought I'd meet 3 dudes on the side of the road, young guys like you, and you would teach me some shit.
Yeah.
I would have gone, I'm going to die soon and I'm waiting to die, I'm a ghost who's walking. But then as I start to come back to life, I start to get
Feel
hope.
better.
I
And
feel
you're
better,
teaching
and
us.
I move forward.
You're
Yeah,
teaching
well,
us.
We're sharing. We're
You're teaching
fucking
us, bro.
sharing
That's
That's
something,
what the
buddy.
whole why people
I love
are
that, bro,
why
honestly.
people here.
That's it, that's
I
the
love
light,
that,
man.
You only
That
get
is
good
that is
feelings from
fucking
people.
light, man.
You only get good feelings from people. You know, you can
I have one.
if you own, if you
I love you,
if you
bro.
own their money, no,
I love you. You're such. You are actually a soldier. You are.
This, if you ask me, as I'm coming back to life, and I know today, I am alive, man.
Yeah.
I never would have. I would have gone. What? These dudes are gonna fucking teach me something.
Bro, I'm
Only person in the
Oh, we
world.
got a flag. Who the fuck is this? Holy shit, it's Batman. It's Batman.
Military Santa,
military
right? Yeah.
And it's walking to
Captain
Melbourne,
Australia's
bro.
legal, mate. He's walking to Melbourne at the end of the year.
To raise funds for children. What? Is it to raise funds for children with cancer?
Yeah, it's the Kids Cancer Project. So they're all about the science, hey man.
No, brother.
This is love, buddy. This is awesome. Thank you, guys. Like the
I came up
Don't say thank you to us. Say no. We gotta say thank you to
you
you.
have to, and thank you
No.
for doing that, man. But
No.
that's the thing. It's
You're
a
the best
circle, my
person.
friend.
I'm not kidding, bro. You're,
No,
look at you.
we
You're
are.
walking up South
Look at
Dakota.
this shit.
You could be doing whatever you want.
Yeah, but
Honestly,
look at
no,
this
you gotta
shit.
admit. You could be doing
Yeah, no,
whatever I want.
I
I
hear
could be
you. Hey,
fired, but you know what I mean?
Hey, buddy, I hear you. I 100% hear you. But look at this shit. It's a fucking circle.
It's a circle, bro. It's
Look
not-
at it, man.
Bro, links.
Look at
Come on.
that. It's fucking, yes.
You're mad.
That is fucking lovely.
I love you, brother. Can you say you love
Well, I
me?
hope I see you on the news or something, eh?
Are you guys twins?
Yeah, bro. And we're brothers.
And they're brothers as well. Look, no, first of all, Batman.
Okay.
Batman.
I don't, yeah.
We're
Military
still the
Santa.
boys, but we're still. Oi,
Santa.
Military
fucking
Santa.
switch that, eh?
The what? Is something falling out?
No, he's trying to get it out of your face.
It's all wrapped around.
There we go.
No, honestly, you look so hectic. Put it behind you. You look so cool. You got a whole flag.
The idea was like it's a samurai thing, you know? It's sort of saying, This is where I am. This is what I'm doing.
What are you brother? Your gloves look so like what? Like you got full knuckle busted.
If anyone wants to look right back,
Your knuckles are full hard.
The flag and the outfit works. I saw you from over there and came over to see what you were doing.
Hey,
That's
I
the
told you,
idea, man.
I told you rep it. I told you
Is that
rep
the
it.
same name as that fucking the chef guy? Yeah.
Manu, Kama, Josh,
I love you, bro. You're actually. No, I'm not kidding, bro. Come on.
No, I hear you, buddy. I do.
I'm always here. I understand.
I don't
You're
know.
the best cunt.
I don't know if I deserve that, buddy, but it is so fucking beautiful.
You do.
Fuck,
You're the best cunt I've met tonight, brother. Group hug. You're the best cunt I've met tonight, brother.
You're the only person doing what you're doing, brother.
You're the only person I know that I've ever
Respect for pushing through and standing up for what you believe in.
Good brother. We all got problems, and I love talking to someone like you, bro.
Well, that's the thing.
We all got
You
problems.
take your problems and you turn it into something else.
Yeah, exactly. And you're the perfect person to talk to. I love you.
You do that too.
We all got problems, and I love you. You're perfect to talk to. I can't believe I met you on the golf.
I couldn't do it.
Boy, can you get a photo of us?
Yeah, can we get a photo?
You want to actually? Can I?
No,
you mind
on
if I
your
take
phone,
a-
so you remember.
Yeah,
bruv. Yeah, bruv.
Let me stick this shit in the ground over here.
Yeah, because you've got to post that up, you know, when you make it in Melbourne. You know,
I want to remember. I want to show my sons this shit.
yeah,
too.
100%, bro.
On a. Just give me a second to pull this down.
No drama.
You reckon you'll get on any news or anything?
I've been on. Actually, there's a really good story on. The project.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so they did a story on it. It was pretty good. I got on the Today Show. That Carl Stefanovic really made fun of me. He was.
Oh, did he?
He's a mean cunt, that guy. But it was really good. It was good, but it was just a bit mean, you know.
Why is he
like,
making fun of you?
I just taken the piss, like, oh, you never met
How
a
can you-
dagwood dog you couldn't fight, that sort of thing. Like,
How would you make fun of someone doing something for kids' cancer?
oh yeah, it wasn't full on mean. It was like, just like, you know how you could lean into the funny aspect of
No, yeah, it was trying to be
it.
funny.
Yeah, it was just that.
They got
See, that's the idea. This fucking thing, I can poke it into the ground, and
you're like the guy
it'll
on
just
the
sit
moon,
there. Look at that. That's some Iron Man level shit right there, really. Like,
Oi, Josh, bro, come get in the photo.
this bad boy.
Yeah, angle this way a bit,
Sorry,
boys, so the
hey.
flag's in the background. Yeah, there we go.
Look at that now.
Oi, respect this guy, bro.
Hey,
Oi,
let's
this
get
guy.
this, turn this bad boy in and get like, good. Get
Press the
everybody.
record button. Press the record button.
Yeah, it's recording. We're recording.
Oi.
I'll take a photo from the video.
I promise you, this guy, the legend.
Let's go, the brother! The brother! Let's fucking go!
Military
Yeah!
Santa's big
Military.
Uber.
Let's go, brother! Respect on that
All-
Respect
all my-
on his
All
name!
my respect is
on
for
his
this
name.
guy. Oi, let's get it. Let's get the photo. Did you get the photo?
He's gonna screenshot a photo.
Yeah,